Hi. Amazing viewers, welcome to another soul-stirring edition of Icons of Impact, where we celebrate the visionaries rewriting the Nigerian narrative through grit and excellence. Today, we are joined by a man who defines the word versatile. He is a professional forensic accountant and fraud investigator, a man whose eyes are trained to spot the finest details. But when he steps away from the ledgers, he steps into the workshop. Starting his shoemaking journey with a humble seat of 37,100 naira, he has grown a brand that now breathes life into leather across two major branches. From the Eastern Heartlands to the Federal Capital Territory at the All Artisans and Traders Association in Nigeria, Abuja. Visit their Abuja branch at All Artisans and Traders Association, Shop 308, Nigeria Garage, Nigeria, Abuja. His specialty is everything premium handmade footwear. You can also inquire within for professional footwear training from him. Be assured that all you see here are all his works. He is a mentor, a husband, an employer of labor, and a master craftsman. Please join me in welcoming a true icon of industry and precision, the CEO of Smart Footwear's collection, Mr. Oberland Kimizi Raphael.
My name is Oberland Raphael Chimezie. I am an accountant, a professional accountant. I hold a second degree in accounting, forensic accounting to be precise. I am fortunately the CEO of Smart Footwear's collection. We are registered. Behold, here is our certificate with CAC and SMIDA, that's Corporate Affairs Commission, and the Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency in Nigeria. So we started from the scratch, as people always say. Didn't actually find it rosy, but by the special grace of God, we are still on the move, moving to the permanent side.
Okay.
My brand's name is Smart Footwear's Collection, and it's based here in Abuja. Nyanyaku to be precise. The address is All Artisans and Traders Association, Nyanyaku.
Okay.
And my shop number is 308. Oh, the motivation is just the skill of creativity. It just started that I saw footwear that people wear, how expensive it was, and I couldn't afford it. And I thought it was that I can even make all these things come true, and even make it to my own taste. And before you know it, I ventured after my graduation, got to School Acquisition Center in the East, and subsequently, after 6 months, I started with the little I had, which is about 37,100. And lo and behold, where we are, we got registered, we expanded, we left the southeast, now we own a shop. We have garnered additional training and experience, and now we can say we are fully married by the special grace of God. My hobbies are simply listening to music, watching nature, and reading as well. Is also building a personal relationship. Having taught and been trained as a professional accountant, we ought to have a personal relationship, good and sincere one for that matter, because we were trained that even if you don't have the knowledge, at least if not for nothing, to have integrity. So integrity has been a watchword, and for the past 9 years, it has been helping us to. Yes, what makes it different is about the uniqueness, the comfort, and we have so many products we can say that is good for the rich, we have also for the masses. So when you walk into a workshop or display or the showroom, you can always see what you like, no matter what your pocket says. So your buoyancy is not the challenge. Your purchasing power is not the challenge either. working will tell you what's your budget. If you have so amount, then shift it to a unit where you can afford it. But you have that high taste, we definitely will also accommodate you.
Okay,
Anything
sir.
upstairs, we at the weekend, being on Sunday after Mass, we gather in the stadium and do a little exercises. And as well, we go for vacation once in a year. Because just like 2 years ago and 3 years ago, we moved to Cameroon, by the special grace of God with my lovely wedded wife, and spent 2 good weeks. Last year as well, we were in Cotonou, a neighboring country. We spent a little 7 days. So we are hoping before the year ends, we will find a venue and location to spend, and to help in bonding as well. By the special grace of God is 9 fruitful years. Yes, we hope from our strategic plans to expand this just business, because currently we have a branch. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. We already have a branch in the southeast, Upper precisely, where we have some showrooms, and we also in the next 5 years to get other branches in other states of the federation, at least Lagos, Akwa Ibom, and Delta precisely. Yes, it's about corporate social responsibility. Every existing entity ought to give back to the society. Even though we got discouraged in 2019, according to my record, our lawyer, being my younger brother, who happened to be our company lawyer, helped us to establish a contact with correctional services, Nigeria Correctional Services. So we gave out some footwears then, though it was not well managed, but definitely didn't stop us. We always go to the monthly babies on foundation. It can't be over satisfied. Keep on moving, and by the special grace of God, they still also plan on giving out more this year, probably by November or December. Okay, that I must say that you should not procrastinate. Start immediately. Don't say I will start tomorrow, or rather you save till when it's 1 million naira or it's 500,000 naira. No, with that little one you have, start almost immediately. Then have a budget, and finally you should be consistent in bookkeeping, because that will help you to know whether you have, or rather whether you are making profit or loss. The challenges we encountered actually was inflation rate, exchange rate, and currently we are still encountering that because it frustrates. It's not stable. We are still surviving it, but we are also seeking for the support of meaningful Nigerians, the federal government, to come to our aid, at least to subsidize the renewable energy for the upcoming and existing small and medium enterprises. I have 5 of them, though most of them are students. One is a staff with the Federal Ministry of Works. He just wants to make it a side hustle from the monthly salary. We hold physical classes and online video classes. It depends on the convenience of the client. Yes, I love animal rearing. It's like poultry, fishing, and rearing of goat and cow. Agriculture has been a great source of revenue in this country, even though it has been said to be abandoned, but it still remains a good oil we ought to venture into. No one has one source of expenses. So the expenses are wide, and numerous. So we also should have numerous sources of income so that it will help in coping the stress, the demand and increase of expenses. When you settle house rent, shop rent, the monthly cost of operation in the company and your family expenses, definitely you see that one source cannot definitely satisfy you. So it's definitely advisable that we should always have side hustles. It's actually by the special and thanks to my family. I had a little savings and solicited for a financial assistance and they helped me with the little they had. And I joined it up and came up with 37,000 naira. Yes, as you make your sales, it's advisable that you designate some percentage for reinvestment into the business. You can't just take all the proceed into your own for your expenses or your consumption. Designate some percentage for reinvestment and take others for solving of expenses and satisfaction of all expenses necessary. Because we are, sorry I'm using that word, we are also trained that there are some expenses that are not allowed in terms of monetization. There are allowed expenses and unallowed expenses. Just like me now saying that I want to donate some money to a club, social club. Monetization is not allowable. But you can donate to the orphanage home, you can donate to government establishment, just like ITL and the census, but not for pleasure and vacancies. So we always advise and train to make do with what we have and what your I can say is the love for the creativity. When you, just like now, when I see any human whatsoever, the first place I look at is the feet. So I always look at the feet to know the kind of person is wearing. If it's complicated or technical, I would like to look critically to it so I can replicate something of that nature or even just store it in my memory so that in my comfort zone when I'm trying to draft a pattern, I will try as much as possible to either modify it or make it lesser. So the love for creativity has been a driving force. It all depends on your income, but it's always advisable that you create job for creation of employment as well, because there is no enveloped job for anyone in the country. So government as well has been motivating. Yes, we are actually facing the problem of manpower first, and we think that it should be solved through mechanization because no one is an island one and we can't do this forever. So the only thing is that one should have the knowledge of doing it with machineries, but when the order is much, it's always advisable to mechanize the process to ease the time frame of production one and for efficiency purposes. Always that the accounts of impact, I must say simply that it has motivated me and as well have impacted so many, just like the youths. People always say that the environment and peer groups affect the juveniles. Well, I always tell the younger ones who are close, are listening or cares to know that comes close to me, I always give them the free services like training. At least I have trained like 5 of them free of charge, just like my cousins. I can boldly say that they got the knowledge through me. And there was a friend who, though I can't call the person less privileged, but they don't have much. But by special grace of God, the guy has started his own business. This same business is accountability. The trust is there. We are registered with the government, and I can always say I'm a professional, trained one, and a license by Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, by SMIDA, and by CAC. So we are not in any way dubious in case there is any doubt. Come in. I always tell people that there is always this joy that make your own money. You don't rely on people for financial assistance. That is what we call financial independence. Whether you are a lady, whether you are a man, whether you are poor, don't rely so much on your dependence. You can always say, okay, I would want to reduce it to a percentage, so I want to assist you. You have done so much, and you have done so in the past, or right now I would want you to support me to acquire this skill, so that in such time frame, probably in less than 1 year, I can start my own and even start assisting you as well. Not just me taking a burden off you, but also assisting you financially. I always say financial independence is always mind-blowing. It's always mind-blowing than hard work. Integrity, she watch what, transparent. When you tell a customer that this is not skin, this is animal skin, this is fiance, this is synthetic material, not upon consuming the product you discover that you gave in the price of synthetic material for less than that's very wrong. Kills the brand, kills your name you toiled for years. So integrity also should be a watchword. We in the business world call it goodwill. The business should have a goodwill.
Okay.
That even if you want to close down this business, you don't just add the value of these products and facilities here. You add the good name that the brand has already.
Okay.